For more videos, please subscribe Zoology Tutorial. The topic is adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. Next gland is adrenal gland. So this adrenal gland in human beings, a pair of adrenal glands are present. A pair of adrenal glands are present. A pair of adrenal glands present in human beings. In human beings, a pair of adrenal glands are present. So in this adrenal gland location. So these adrenal glands present in each kidney, anterior side of each kidney, one adrenal gland is present. Each kidney anterior end. Each kidney anterior end. Each kidney anterior side, one adrenal gland is present. So they are present in anterior side of the adrenal gland. So they are called as suprarenal glands. The adrenal gland is called suprarenal gland because of these are present in anterior side of the kidney. For example, these are the one kidney. So the above the kidney, the anterior side of kidney, the presence of adrenal gland. The adrenal gland present in anterior side of the kidney. So they are called as suprarenal gland. So these are the adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. So these are the kidney. So the anterior side of the kidney, the presence of adrenal gland. Next one, the adrenal gland contain divided into two types of tissue. Adrenal gland contain two types of tissues. Adrenal gland contain two types of tissues. One is the outer adrenal cortex. Outer adrenal cortex, inner adrenal medulla. Outer adrenal cortex and inner medulla. The adrenal gland contain two regions. So they are the one adrenal gland. So in this adrenal gland contain two regions, two types of tissues, two regions. One is the outer cortex, another one is the inner medulla. So these are the cortex, outer cortex. These are the inner medulla. Outer cortex and inner medulla. First one, medulla, adrenal medulla. Adrenal medulla. So in this adrenal medulla, it's secretion of two types of hormones. Adrenal medulla secretion of two types of hormones. Secretion of two types of hormones. Secretion of two types of hormones. One is the epinephrine or adrenaline. Epinephrine or adrenaline. Another one is the norepinephrine or noradrenaline. Norepinephrine or noradrenaline. So the other two hormones are secretion. One is the epinephrine, norepinephrine, or adrenaline or noradrenaline. The secretion of the two types of hormones. Next one, these hormones are called as, these hormones are released. These hormones are commonly called as catecholamines. Commonly called catecholamines. These hormones are commonly called as catecholamines. The adrenal gland, is secreting the two types of hormones. These two types of hormones are commonly called as catecholamines. So these hormones released in, these hormones secretion in stress condition, stress and emergency conditions. So these hormones are released in stress conditions or emergency conditions. So these hormones are called. Emergency hormones. These hormones are called as emergency hormones. These hormones are called as emergency hormones or fight or flight hormones. Emergency hormones are fight or flight hormones. Fight or flight hormones. These hormones are called as fight or flight hormones. For normally, the adrenal gland releases two types of hormones. The adrenal gland medulla region releasing two types of hormones. These two types of hormones, these are released in stress conditions or emergency conditions. Emergency situation, these hormones are released. So these hormones are called as emergency hormones or fight or flight hormones. Fight or flight hormones. So in these hormones, they are the symptoms. They are releasing symptoms. They are the piloerection, the erection of the hair, piloerection, pupil dilation. Our eyeballs are pupil erection. Pupils are increased. Next one is the heartbeat increase, respiration is increased, sweating, shivering. So these symptoms are present. So they are the adrenal gland, medulla region secreting hormones. These hormones also helps into glucose glycogen metabolism, breakdown of glycogen. Breakdown of glycogen. So breakdown of glycogen. So breakdown of glycogen means increase blood glucose levels. Increase the blood glucose levels. Breakdown of the glycogen. So they are increasing the blood glucose levels. And also they are helps into the breakdown of lipids and breakdown of proteins. Breakdown of lipids. Breakdown of lipids and breakdown of proteins. So these are the adrenal gland, medulla. Adrenal gland, cortex region. So in this adrenal gland, cortex region, so they are the adrenal gland, these are the medulla region. So the outer one is called as adrenal gland, cortex region. So the adrenal gland, cortex region divided into three layers. Zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, zona reticularis. Zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, zona reticularis. The adrenal gland, cortex region. Adrenal gland, cortex region divided into three layers. Adrenal gland, cortex region divided into three regions. Three layers. Cortex, they divided into three layers. Outer, middle, inner. Outer, middle, inner. Outer one is the zona glomerulosa. Outer zona glomerulosa. Middle one zona fasciculata. Zona fasciculata. Inner one is the zona reticularis. Zona reticularis. So the cortex region divided into three layers. Outer zona glomerulosa, middle one zona fasciculata, inner one is the zona reticularis. First one, outer one is the zona glomerulosa. So the outer zona glomerulosa, the secretion of glucocorticoids. Secretion of glucocorticoids. Secretion of glucocorticoids. Zona glomerulosa, secretion of glucocorticoids. Zona fasciculata, secretion of mineralocorticoids. Zona fasciculata, secretion of mineralocorticoids. Zona reticularis, secretion of 6 corticoids. 6 corticoids. Zona glomerulosa secretion of glucocorticoids. Zona vascularis secretion of mineralocorticoids. Zona reticular secretion of 6 corticoids. First one, zona glomerulosa. These three hormones, the cortex hormones are called as corticoids. Hormones are called as corticoids. The cortex, the hormones are called as corticoids. Glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids, 6 corticoids. First one, glucocorticoids. In these glucocorticoids, main glucocorticoid is the cortisol. Main glucocorticoid, cortisol. Main glucocorticoid is cortisol. So in this glucocorticoids function, carbohydrate metabolism, carbohydrate metabolism. These are the glucocorticoid function, carbohydrate metabolism, gluconeogenesis, lipolysis, proteolysis, and also they helps into the RBC production. They also helps into the RBC production. They also regulation of the cardiovascular system. Regulation of cardiovascular system. Regulation of cardiovascular system and also regulation of kidney functions. Regulation of kidney functions. So these are the glucocorticoid. Glucocorticoid, they help into the carbohydrate metabolism. They also help into the gluconeogenesis, lipolysis, proteolysis, and also they are helping into the production of RBC and also the regulation of the cardiovascular system, regulation of kidney functions. So these are the glucocorticoids. And second one is the mineralocorticoids. So in this mineralocorticoid, main mineralocorticoid is the aldosterone. Main mineralocorticoid is aldosterone. So in this mineralocorticoids function, these are the maintain the water and electrolyte balance of body. Maintain water and electrolytes balance of body. Maintain the water and electrolyte balance of body. They maintain the water and electrolyte balance of body, and also helps into the reabsorption of sodium and water from the renal tubules. Reabsorption of sodium and water from the renal tubules. Reabsorption of water and sodium from the renal tubules. And also they are helps into the osmoregulation. They also helps into the osmoregulation. They also help in the osmoregulation and also help into the blood pressure. They maintain the blood pressure. They also maintain the blood pressure. So these are the zona fasciculata. Zona fasciculata secretion of mineralocorticoids. Main mineralocorticoid is the aldosterone. So this mineralocorticoid function, they maintain the water and electrolyte balance of body, and also they are helping into the reabsorption of sodium and water from the renal tubules. Osmoregulation maintain, they also blood pressure maintain. So they are the zona fasciculata. Next one is the 6 corticoids. Zona reticularis. Third one is the zona reticularis. So in the zona reticularis, secretion of the 6 corticoids. 6 corticoids means they also the secretion of the steroid hormones. Secretion of steroid hormones. So in the steroid hormones function, growth of facial hair, axillary hair, and pubic hair in puberty. So they are the growth of the facial hair, axillary hair, and pubic hair in puberty. So these are the adrenal gland cortex region. So in this adrenal gland cortex region, hyposecretion. Hyposecretion of cortex region. Hyposecretion of cortex region, cortex hormones. Hyposecretion of cortex. It leads to weakness and fatigue. It leads to weakness and fatigue. So the hyposecretion, less secretion of cortex hormones, it leads to weakness and fatigue. It leads to Addison's disease. It leads to Addison's disease. So these are the adrenal and cortex region.